What's up, y'all? My name is Prince, and this is my vlog. This is going to be my reflection for the GMB Elements week 1. I finished up week 1. I've already started week 2, actually, at the time that I'm recording this. The big thing I kind of wanted to talk about after week 1 is physical autonomy, right? That is a big term that's being tossed around by all the folks at GMB. And Elements, that's kind of the goal. It's the foundation of teaching you physical autonomy. Now, that term, I keep seeing it tossed around a lot. I don't really know what it means, but I'll say what it means to me. And maybe if Coach Ryan or someone sees this video, they might say, Prince, you nailed it, or dude, you got a long way to go. But it's all good because you'll figure it out. And if you go through the training, then you know how to do it our way. If I am lucky enough to get accepted into the apprenticeship later this year, early in 2020 is the goal, to finish out 2019 doing the apprenticeship or to do it in 2020. And that is why I'm documenting this process. But like I said, I wanted to talk about what physical autonomy means to me, right? So in previous videos from last summer, I talked about the specificity principle. I know it came up in a couple of videos where I was giving advice to other trainers, and then especially in some martial arts videos. Specificity principle is basically, if there is a goal or a task that you want to accomplish, your training program needs to line up with that goal. It needs to be consistent with whatever that goal is, right? If I want to improve my bench press by 50%, by the end of the year, meaning I want to bench press 50% more than I do right now, then I shouldn't be on a deadlift program. I should be on a program that's going to improve my bench press, right? So with GMB, with this whole physical autonomy, to me, that it's like with that specificity principle, the goal of the training really is to it's to fall in line with providing physical autonomy. Now, like I said, I'm not really sure what that means right now, but what it means to me is that, look, your body was made to move, right? And this is actually starting to fall in line with something I said, like 8 years ago at a personal trainer's workshop in Las Vegas that I attended when I first became a trainer. I think I said something about my focus has always been on movement, right? If you can move better, you'll feel better, you'll do everything better if you can move, and it all starts with movement. I've gotten deeper now. It's like it all starts with the breath, then it all starts with the mind. Well, the mind, you might not be aware, so you start with the breath, but eventually you're like, oh, it all started with the mind, and from the mind, everything flows, everything moves, right? That's Li Chi, or I Chi Li, right? That which is, that's a Kung Fu thing. That's a Tai Chi thing. That's an internal martial art thing. And it gets into physical autonomy, which is why I want to be linked up with GMB, because look, like I said, it all starts with movement. The body was made to move. For me, physical autonomy means, whenever you need to do this thing with your body, you don't want to second guess, right? What if I need to jump over something, right? Maybe a big anaconda just appeared out of nowhere in this field where I am, and I need to jump over it or something, or I need to suddenly take off running, right? Every person should be able to sprint, to jump, to bend, right? To squat, right? And they should be able to press, their body weight, right, off the ground in many different positions. And they should be able to pull their body weight off the ground, right? So sprint, jump, bend, squat, push, and press. Those are 6 things. If you can do those 6 things, as far as I'm concerned, then you were well on the path of achieving physical autonomy, right? You don't have to be a gymnast. You don't have to be trying to get, a gold medal in the next Summer Olympics, but you just need to be able to have full control over your body, right? And one of the things that I like is, like, a lot of the coaches at GMB, they're all martial artists too, right? They do capoeira, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Some people do Kali, right? I mean, we got one guy, he's Spider-Man, right? He even got invited to the new Spider-Man movie. He does Spider-Man cosplay, and he's Seth. Spidey Fit is what he's known as online. He's got a great YouTube channel, right? This dude is more ripped than Spider-Man and bigger too. He's also vegan, which is something I want to talk about in another video. I'm thinking about I'll talk about it later, but I'm thinking about going back vegetarian in a few months once I get everything going on in my life settled. I want to get back plant-based. That's another goal for 2020, I guess. But anyway, a lot of these people, they're into martial arts and these things that are relying on movement, on thought, on improving the mind-body connection, right? And with I Ching, with Tai Chi, it's all about reteaching the body how to produce power, how to move in a way that we say we've forgotten. It's been turned off. All you got to do is turn the switch on, right? To become enlightened, to become awakened, right? It's already there. It's not something you lost. You just don't know, right? That's what Sifu talks about, know, don't know, right? You're in a dumb state, right? You're dumb to the reality of the situation as it is. And for me, GMB falls in line with training the body, providing that locomotive signal to the brain, producing strength through these different ways. I mean, there actually is a program, Integral Strength, which I wanted to start it today. I think I'm gonna wait and start it next week because I don't want to be doing too much while I'm doing my Elements workouts. I need to get consistent with my schedule. But I mean, like I said, this is a beautiful program, and for me, like I said, it's about movement, but it's about the mind, it's about the breath, and it's another example of a mindfulness-based practice, right? So when I talk about, hey man, you need to find a mindfulness practice, you don't have to sit on your Zafu, eating tofu, and staring at your navel, right? And doing all kind of crazy Shakti, Shiva meditations and focusing on spinning chakras and clockwise and counter. No, man, all you need to do is get out and move your body and become aware of what's going on. How deep can you feel? How deep does your awareness go, right? For me, that is a mindfulness-based practice. Whether I'm doing bear walks, the monkey, the frogger, I'm being aware. And I've been on and off playing with these programs for 4 years now, right? I went all the way through the 8 weeks 2 years ago. Last summer I'd started, but I was more focused on the kettlebells and powerlifting and a lot of Qigong and doing my Tai Chi stuff practice for my workouts. I didn't really have, and I had an office job. I didn't really have a lot of time to do that and add another thing on top of it because it wasn't my focus. Specificity. I wanted to lift heavier kettlebells and move more weight on the bench press and the deadlift, right? Specificity. That was my goal. I got better at it, and later on I was like, but what is my real goal? I want to move better, right? I want to not have to rely on so much equipment. What if I decide I want to up and leave one day? Just me and my whatever fits in my car and just go, or whatever I can carry in a backpack and just go. Can't take this weight room with me that's in my garage. Can't take all these kettlebells. What is my new goal? What am I really trying to accomplish as I get older, right? I just want to move better. I want to do some cool stuff with my Kung Fu to entertain kids and to get girls. It's always to get girls. To get girls. And then entertain the kids that I have after I get the girls. Okay, this just got creepy real quick. Let me get back on topic. But Prince did GMB and he became this great GMB coach. And what was his motivation? To get girls. Oh man, I almost hit myself in the junk. Let me stop playing. All right, but I should edit that out. I'm not going to edit it out. Anyway, so This is a mindfulness-based thing for me. This is what I love about this program. And my big coaching business, the big top tier coaching thing I'm doing, oh man, I feel like something bit me. The move to lose it, that's what it's all gonna be about. Learning how to move the body, the mind, the breath, all in harmony and unison to help people find that move to lose that thing that's holding them back from their true awakening, from their true enlightenment, from seeing true nature as it is for them. The thing holding them back from becoming their best self, right? And it's not something I'm doing just to get some money and to get girls. This is something that I'm going through. That's why I'm documenting this process, doing the elements, and going back through it, learning more each time, which is amazing. And when I finish the program, I'm probably going to have to get coached through it as part of my apprenticeship. But I'm still going to keep going through it. I think it's going to be an ongoing thing. It's like, that doctor, actually his physical therapist I know that works with like all these NBA players, Charlie Weingroff. He has this one anatomy and physiology textbook, and he reads it once a year, every year. Even though he's been working with, I think he's first started working with NBA players with AI, right? Allen Iverson. Think about how long ago that was, right? It was almost, Allen Iverson came into the NBA over 20 years ago, because his rookie year was my senior year in high school. I've been out of high school, it's 97, so 22 years. And he still goes back and reads that same book. Elements is going to be something I continue to go back and look at. Let me look at the monkey this way. Let me look at the bear this way. Let me go all the way back, because maybe, a year from now, I'll be doing handstands and cartwheels out of some of these moves and putting together some awesome flows. I'm not into the name it, claim it thing, but I am, blah, 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 blah. I'm speaking that into my future, right? That I'm going to be doing some cool flows out of these animal movements in a year from now. A year and a half from now, max. Now that I blasphemed and talked about getting girls, let me bring this back. Let me bring this on home and wrap up my short sermon. I forgot where I was going with all of that. As I continue to improve, I still want to go back to the very beginning. This is how monkey starts out. This is how the frog starts out, because I got to teach this stuff to people, right? I don't want to show look at my level, and my ego, and I can do this and get the girls. Entertain the kids, get the girls, right? Get the money, right? Back to the basics, because there's always things that I never noticed it. If when I do this, my heel touches the ground this way, and I'm aware of the 4 solids, and is it the 5 solids and 1 empty? That's an Ely Chin thing. That's not a GMB thing, right? I can maintain the 13 points in Ely Chin in this position that I couldn't even hold when I was standing up straight 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. I can do absorb and project. So now I've turned the GMB program into a Kung Fu program, into a mind-body program, into a deeper level of awareness program, and that takes me back to the beginning. It all starts with the mind. You think it starts with the breath because the mind is too scattered, but the mind was always there. How aware are you? How deep is your awareness? And that's where this program is going. It's a way to move, another way to teach you how deep your awareness can go. That's GMB Elements. That's what I got to say after week 1. Done.